All right, we're going to come to the East Coast, leaving the West Coast. We're going to Virginia now. Rashida, where you at, Mama? You are being called to the stage, Sunflower.
Hi. So this piece is called Our Dance, and it's what I like to call an unrealized reality, but with Jehovah, it's okay to hope in what you can't see. So, Our Dance. You are all that I've ever wanted and more than I could have hoped for. My hand-picked daydream pieced together from my fondest memories. Fragments of my imagination brought to fruition. Pardon me for this trip down memory lane because I'd like to take you back to the beginning. Back when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me high. His kindness as he smiled at me, introducing me to the beginning of our choreography. And I knew for sure I was loved. Taste and see dietary changes to keep up with the rigorous pace. The regimen of refinement, needing to increase the caloric content of my spiritual feast, this process heightening my muscle memory. From unfamiliar to instinctual, knee-jerk reactions to the world around me being the steps he showed me. He took note of my progress, my ability to grasp more complex concepts. Good job, my precious daughter, he said. Look what I've turned you into. I'm so proud of you. So comfortable with my choreography, so now it's time to go. Time for a platform upgrade. The stage has changed, once sheltered and now a spectacle. An example to the angels, a witness before the nations, our debut. Look at what comes of me and you. So I trusted and took the leap. Faithfully falling gracefully into the arms of the one who sees me. Arms outstretched, always right on time, never leaving me hanging. I hang on his every word, every step, step for step, turn for turn. We rehearsed this, I'm not nervous. With every twirl, my garments touch the light. Sparkles of joy shimmering on a dress cut from love and woven from peace, sashaying into a quick step, jiving with Jehovah, a waltz of wonder, executing steps that left me stunned, fully confident that at every turn his hand would be there. So lost in the dance, eyes closed, enjoying the flow, until you came. You'd been a faithful student, imperfect but loyal, and with a little work on your time management, you were never late to class. You stood in the middle of the pack, but worked your way to the front, determined not to miss even a moment of Jehovah's footwork. Step ball changing your ways, adjusting your tempo to match his speed, his rhythm, becoming your heartbeat. Learning step by step how to take the lead. As time went on, Jehovah trusted you with even more complicated choreography. Coordinating the efforts of fellow students, organizing the troupe to perform acts of loving kindness, staying after class to sharpen your skills, tutoring those new to Jehovah's company, keeping their company as they learn the ropes. One night in the studio, running through drills from that day's class, you caught sight of my rehearsal. Practicing a sequence of new steps you saw as I worked with our instructor to increase my stamina, finessing each step to allow myself to be led. As I followed gracefully, you gazed at me and imagined what it would be to dance with me. Naturally nervous, you asked our teacher about me. Jehovah, is she what I think her to be? She is strength and splendor, clothed in love. She radiates joy and she dances so beautifully. Father, do you think I'm able to take the lead? My dear son, I'll answer your question, but free will is my policy. You may enter her practice space, but the final choice is hers. If she isn't willing to go, you must take your leave. But it would be my pleasure to bless your offer in a change of dance partners. You tapped me on the shoulder and asked for the next dance. I told you I'd speak to my father before giving you a chance. As he and I spun across the dance floor, I asked him about you, and of course, my papa told me the truth. He told me of your record of faith, your big heart and your goals, and most of all, he told me you always led with love. I caught your eye and our song reached the final chorus and ooh, you smiled, you smiled. And the warmth from your smile seemed to warm the whole room. Papa promised me he wouldn't leave. Even if I tried out a new lead, it was still his choreography. He did warn me that you might step on my feet, but that graciousness and kind words would soothe any momentary bruised toes. The last seconds of the song drew close. You drew close, stepped in and asked for my hand. We stood in starting position, eyes locked, and as time seemed to slow to a stop, Jehovah changed the record and pressed play. Making use of the ballroom floor, we executed our parts. At last, my love has come along. Your arms felt familiar. Your footwork reminiscent of your attention to his lessons. Every turn reminding me of my father, my first dance partner. I had a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I never known. Ooh, you are my very own blessing. You are my knight in shining armor, guarding me from my own insecurities, physical representation of heavenly validity. You are pieces of me I didn't know were missing, complementing facets of my heart I didn't know were hidden. You affect me. Simple statements made, touching the core of me, understood, but I've never said less words. You see, you get me. The language of my heart is your mother tongue. You fluently address my secret person. You speak, and it's poetry. You are precious, a treasure, second only to my relationship with your creator, handcrafted rib cage created with personalized traits. You are the Isaac to my Rebecca, with Abrahamic faith. You are seasons of refreshing with you. I'm never afraid. You are a work of art, spitting image of our Father and an imitation of my biblical counterpart. I call you Lord in my heart. You see, I'd never imagined I'd feel this safe, locked in a dance with any other taking the lead. You are a beautiful reminder that my Heavenly Father sees me. I look at you and I know He never forgot me. I look back and see Papa always knew what was best for me. Year after year, He held me, my very first lead, and to this day, still supporting me. Well, us. In His dance, the oldest dance, with timeless choreography. At last. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Love
That
it.
was
So beautiful.
Nice
job. Good. Good. Every time, Rashida. Every time.
Soulflower, bring the rain on that one, man. The music in between, the fused everything. It's everything about that piece. The full circle story. Just go back and read the comments because they were going crazy in there. So we thank you, Songstress. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it.